Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. It's been a while. It's me, Cynthia Capesa, clinician for more than a decade now. So, today I want us to discuss a very sensitive topic. And did you know that between April 24 and March 2025, Kenya recorded alarming cases of sexual and gender based violence? Defilement accounted for 1,378 cases. Rape was 682. Attempted defilement at 150 and attempted rape at 46. That is according to statistics. So today we are going to discuss about rape. It's a very sensitive topic and it keeps on appearing everywhere. Social media, when you go to social media, when you read our newspapers, the news nowadays, it's full of such cases. As a clinician, I meet victims of such cases, and most of them don't know how to deal with rape cases. It is good for people to know exactly what happens when somebody is raped. Okay, so for definition purposes, what is rape? Rape is penetration of another person's private parts without permission by use of force, threats, coercion, or intimidation of any kind. Get it there. So what really happens to women and girls as well as men and boys? In Kenya, sex with children below 18 years is called defilement and is a criminal offense whether there was force used or not. So for those people having sex with children, you'll go to prison. Rape is often done by people we know and who are close to us. Those of us who have daughters and you keep on bringing male relatives to your home to stay, you are endangering your girls. I've seen so many cases of young girls being raped by their uncles, half brothers, cousins. These are things that are happening to our homes or in our homes, but we don't want to talk about them. Rape is about violence and the abuse of power by a person. It is not about love. Never. Someone who loves you will not rape you. That boyfriend of yours that is chasing you around will not force you to have sex. And if he does, that is rape. Okay? So, what are the myths and facts about rape? You'll find that there's this myth that people keep on saying that rapists are strangers in the dark streets. Not really. Rapists are more often than not people known to the survivor. A person that will rape you most likely is someone that you know. They include husbands. Husbands also rape their wives. Boyfriends, relatives, neighbors, friends, or when you go out on a date with somebody new that you've just met. Another myth is that when a woman says no to sex, she means yes. Who said that? This belief is based on some cultures where women are expected to be shy and resist from being approached by a man. A no means a no. A no means a no. Another myth is men cannot be raped. Who said? Men are particularly, especially the young boys, are vulnerable to rape and require as much care and support as women who have been raped. In these current days, we've seen so many cases of young boys being raped. What is happening to our society? Another myth is that men cannot control themselves when they get provoked and excited. Really? The fact is, all men and women can control themselves and their sexual activities. Rapists choose, I repeat, they choose to use sex as a weapon of power. Another myth that is common, women dress and behave in a way that cause men to get excited to rape them. We've had this 1,001 times. This myth does not explain why adult men rape children. It does not matter how women are dressed. Women have the right to dress as they wish. Another crazy myth that husbands cannot rape their wives. Who said? Both men and women have a right to bodily integrity and choose when to have sex, whether they are married or not. So if I'm married and I don't feel like having sex and you force me, that is rape. And most women suffer this in silence. So come out and talk about it before you go into depression and do other crazy things. So, what are likely reactions of rape? Shock and disbelief. Most victims fall into shock, remembering what happened. You may be preoccupied with thoughts, feelings, memories or flashbacks of the rape, or even have nightmares. Very common. Intense emotions. You may feel angry, anxious, and depressed. Physical symptoms. These ones, you may experience sleep disturbances, headaches, and stomach aches. You may find difficult to concentrate on routine activities. Sexually active adults may avoid or lose interest in sex completely. So, especially with children, when you notice your kid is secluding themselves, avoiding playing with other kids, or even getting in contact with you, kindly begin and check on these things. Fears about safety. You may become fearful in situations and places where you were never frightened before. The streets that you used to pass confidently after a rape, you will not if you're raped along those streets. Silence. You may feel like you want to keep quiet and not speak about the rape, especially with our children. If your child was a jovial kid and talking anyhow and suddenly they go silent, kindly check to see what's going on. All right? So, what are you supposed to do after you are raped? Do not wash or clean any part of your body. First of all, after rape, just go to the nearest health facility. Don't go home to take a shower. Don't do that. Do not destroy or change your clothes. Okay? Do not put the clothes in a plastic paper bag or wrap with a newspaper. It will destroy the evidence. You should wrap the clothes in a non-polythene. The khaki bags are a good example. You can put your clothes in a khaki bag or in a clean cotton cloth to preserve evidence of the rape. Or you can even tie it with a sheet or something, but not in a polythene paper bag. Take the clothes to hospital with you and let the healthcare provider examine the clothes. If possible, carry an extra set of clothes to change into after examinations, or you can just go the way you are. Do not change anything where the rape occurred, since important evidence may be found there. Okay? Do not dispose of a condom if one was used. There's some rapists who have good time to even use protection. If they get disposed there, do not throw them away. Carry it. If it's a must you pass urine, collect a sample in a clean container and take it to the hospital. Keep all your medical records safe. So that is what you're supposed to do. Wait for part 2.